Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one of my Sunday sewing catch-ups where I've got a whole host of things that I'd like to share with you, including lots of fabric, lots of beautiful fabrics that I can't wait to share with you. A couple of things that I've been sewing, and I've also got a sewing pattern which I'm really excited about having a try at sewing with. So before I start with all of that, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. And I'm wearing something that I made a few weeks ago, or probably a couple of months ago. It's the Fabric Godmother fleur dress. I absolutely love this pattern. I love everything about it. I love the tie detail down the front. I love the shape of the sleeves. I love the fit. It's really relaxed, really great deep pockets, lovely gathered skirt, and it's midi length, which is my preferred length of dress. So I have got photos of me wearing this dress, so I will put pictures in now. And where possible, with anything I talk about today, I'll link it all down below for you as well. But yeah, this is in a baby needle cord. I think I got it from Semi Sunshine years and years ago. It's been sat in my stash for ages. It's a really lovely leopard print. And if I come a bit closer, you'll be able to see it's got blue inside kind of the leopard print shapes. And then it's like a cream background. And it's got lots and lots of tiny little, almost like a khaki green sort of dots. It's a really beautiful fabric, really quite lightweight actually. And then the neckline I finished with some Specky Seamstress bias binding, because I knew that the needle cord, if I had that on the inside, it would be a bit irritating. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Sleeves stop at the elbow, and they've got this really cute little band, and that's kind of gathered in. Have got pockets, can't find the other one. Got pockets, and then the length of the skirt is midi length, so it stops sort of about there. I love how floaty it is. I love how roomy it is. It's a nice swishy dress as well. So that is what I'm wearing. So on to what I've been sewing. I haven't been sewing a huge amount. School is just super busy at the moment. I think the autumn term always is. I have moved year groups. So I used to be in early years. I'm now in year 2. So I'm kind of getting my head around that. Really enjoying it, but it's very busy, and I'm working really long hours at the moment. I think as I'm kind of settling into a new year group and my roles kind of changed this year, I've got a few more things that I'm kind of managing. So it's meant that I've been doing a lot longer hours. I'm hoping that will kind of calm down when we move into the spring term. But it's meant that I've had very limited time for sewing. But I have enjoyed sewing a couple of things. So one very quick make. I think I just needed something. I hadn't sewn for a couple of weeks, and I just felt like I really needed to just sew something. So I've had this beautiful floral jersey in my stash for ages. I can't remember where I got this from. I either got it from Semi Sunshine, Hey Sew Sister, or Fabric Godmother. I can't remember which shop, but I'll see if any of those shops have got this in stock. It's a really beautiful cotton jersey, and it's got all these gorgeous bright flowers all over it, and then it's on a dark green background. I absolutely love how all those colours pop in that beautiful fabric. And the pattern that I've gone for is one of my favourite jersey patterns. It's not the Westcliff dress, which is also one of my favourite jersey patterns, but it is the True Bias Nico dress. I don't know if I've got pictures of me wearing this, but it's a really fitted dress. I've worn it out to dinner a few times. Long sleeves. It's a long length dress, so maxi length, and then it's got the slits up either side. Really comfortable dress to wear. I feel so lovely in this dress. It's very tight fitting, which is not my usual style. Obviously I've got a really floaty, voluminous dress on today, but I do really love the Nico dress. I love how it fits. I love how it feels, and this fabric is such a beautiful fabric. It feels like a really special dress when I've got it on. So that's the first thing that I've been sewing up. The rest of the things that I've been sewing up, I've sewn 2 dresses for myself, and then I've sewn a really cropped cardigan for Ruby. We went to see the latest Paddington film, Paddington in Peru, last weekend I think it came out. Really loved it. I love Paddington. It's up there as one of my favourite all-time films to watch. Just feel-good movie. And as a family, we absolutely love watching it. So after we'd watched that film, I really wanted to sew up a Paddington themed dress. So I was having a look for Paddington fabric, but I had no joy. And instead I came across a bedding set with Paddington. So one side was like a bus, and then a full-size picture of Paddington. And then the other side was white, and it had lots of different pictures and images from Paddington. So I've used the duvet to sew up a Fabric Godmother fleur dress. I'm going to hold it up for you. I thought really carefully about the placement of Paddington on the skirt. So I've got Paddington and the bus on the front, and then on the back it's kind of like a skyline and then a little bit of the bus, and it says Paddington on the back. And then with the bodice, I didn't really pay too much attention to the sleeves, and I'm a little bit annoyed about it. Be good to get your kind of thoughts on this actually, because I've got a bit of an internal debate with myself at the moment. But I've got Paddington and then a bus, and then on the other side I've got the same Paddington and a bus. But as you can see with the sleeves, I didn't really think carefully about the placement, so I've ended up with 2 Paddingtons very close together and 2 buses very close together, and I can't decide if it's going to annoy me because it's the same on the front. I've got 2 buses very close together and 2 Paddingtons. I have got enough of this fabric left, so I could recut the sleeves. Part of me doesn't want to do that because I want to use the rest of the fabric to sew up a really cute blouse. I could swap the sleeves, but I don't know if that would work, because obviously when you cut them you've got the front and the back part of the sleeve. So I would like your thoughts. Do you think I should recut the sleeves? I feel like I should, because I'm saying it out loud that it is annoying me a little bit, and I think if I wore it, it would probably really annoy me if I saw that. The fact that I've got 2 Paddingtons and 2 buses really close together, and it's the same on the back. So I've got a couple of options. I could leave it as it is. I could unpick the sleeves and swap them over. I don't know if that would alter the shape of the sleeve and if that would feel uncomfortable. It's a really voluminous, quite poofy sleeve, so I don't know if that would be a problem. Or I could recut it and just not end up using the rest of the fabric that I've got for a blouse, but instead recut the sleeves. Please let me know in the comments below what you think I should do about that dress. I'm really pleased with the placement of Paddington and the bus on the front skirt, and like I said, I spent a lot of time really thinking about that. And then I have got pockets in the dress as well, and I really love this dress pattern. I think it really works in a cotton fabric. I did try and use the fabric for the Tilly and the Buttons Freya dress, because I really love that dress as well, but I didn't have enough of the fabric because it was a single duvet set, and then I used the pillowcase as well. So that's the first one. And then when I bought the Paddington one, I also came across a Zog bedding set, and I've got a couple of children in my class that absolutely love the story Zog. Being an early years teacher, lots and lots of children absolutely love the story Zog as well, so I couldn't resist it, and I've used exactly the same pattern, so the Fabric Godmother fleur dress. And what I did was I used, one side was this navy with all the Zog pictures, and then one side was this bright orange with Zog and stars all over it. So I've used the orange for the sleeves because I didn't have enough of the navy, but then I've managed to use the navy for the bodice and also for the skirt. And I absolutely love this dress. I cannot wait to wear it to school. I think the children are going to really love it too. Really straightforward. It's got that lovely gathered skirt. I did go for pockets, and then like I said, those really cute sleeves, and I didn't have to think too carefully about pattern placement for that one. So I'm really pleased how that one has turned out as well. And then when I was buying the Paddington bedding, Ruby came across this Paddington fleece blanket, and they're 16, so they can't really fit in any of the children's clothes anymore, which is a shame because there's a couple of things that they absolutely love, but they don't do them in kind of age 16. And that's where the beauty of having a mum that can sew comes in, because they found this blanket and they wanted me to turn it into a cardigan for them. So that's exactly what I've done. I've used the Grab a Cup of Cardi pattern, and I've just done the cropped version because the blanket was quite small. It feels really snuggly because it's a blanket. I've got Paddington on the front, it's got dropped shoulder, and then we've got the lovely sleeves. I have managed to get the neckband in, and then also there's a hemband in there too. This fabric was an absolute nightmare to sew with. It was all fluffy and it went absolutely everywhere when I was sewing it up. But they've already enjoyed wearing this, and I know that they're going to enjoy wearing this lots and lots because it feels really lovely and snuggly. They are absolutely loving Bluey at the moment. I have to say, all of us are really enjoying watching Bluey. It's a really enjoyable programme. The episodes are quite short. and I think the whole family can enjoy that. So I'm on the lookout at the moment for some blue bedding to maybe turn it into some clothes for Rubes, and also a bluey blanket to turn it into a cardigan as well, just because they don't do them for their age range, which is a bit of a shame, because there's quite a lot of children that are a little bit older that perhaps have needs that enjoy those kind of programs. So I'm pleased that I've been able to sew something up using a blanket for them, and I'm on the lookout for some bluey stuff. And I'll probably be on the lookout for some more kind of book themed bedding, so I can sew up some more dresses or maybe just some skirts as well. So that's everything that I have been busy sewing up. So the next thing I wanted to share was lots of fabric. I've got a book, and then I've also got, I think I'll start with this actually, the Fabric Godmother advent calendar. I nearly forgot what it was called. So I am denied about whether to get this for myself because it was quite expensive. I think it was about £120. I didn't get it last year, and I loved seeing everything that came in the boxes. And then this year I did decide to treat myself. And I'm very, very excited. I have resisted opening any of the little doors. But yeah, it's the Fabric Godmother Advent Calendar. 24 days of sewing gifts. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. So you get all these cute little boxes. And I'm very, very excited about starting to open these when December comes around. I loved seeing what came in last year's box. So I am very excited about opening this year's advent calendar. So I'll share it in my videos. I might share it over on Instagram, but I just don't want there to be any spoilers if anyone else has got it and they've not got around to opening it. So I'll probably just save it up, and in my videos in December I'll probably share what came in the advent calendar. And then they've got this gorgeous print now on fabric, and I've just ordered some because it's absolutely stunning. So I'll link that down below if you're interested in buying the fabric that comes in this design. It's so beautiful. I love all of the colours and the pattern as well. So I'm very, very excited about my advent calendar this year. And then I have got lots and lots of fabric that I've been buying. So I'm just going to grab my notebook so I don't want to forget what they're called. So I have got some pieces of fabric that I bought from the new craft house, and they've had a sale on quite a lot of their fabrics to make space for new stock. So there's a couple of pieces of fabric that I bought mainly because it's on sale, and I've been eyeing them up for a while but haven't got round to buying them, and then they were on sale. So the first one, I love a sequin fabric, but the first one is this. It's actually quite a heavyweight sequin fabric. Look how much it sparkles. It's so beautiful. So this is described as a green circle sequin tulle fabric, and I'll probably turn it into some kind of shift dress. I'm not sure what pattern yet, but that's the front of it. Look how it shimmers. It's so beautiful. Obviously I had to go for green because I love green, and then that's what the back looks like. So whatever I turn it into, I will have to line it because I think this would be a bit scratchy. And I got 2 meters, and it was really heavily discounted. So for 2 meters of this fabric, it came to just over £16, which was an absolute bargain. And then they shared a beautiful rain mat made up in this fabric, and this is described as a navy patent waterproof rain coating fabric. It's actually a really fun fabric. It's really lightweight. This is what it is. It's just navy. It's that patent type design, so it's quite shiny. I got 4 meters of this, and this is really heavily discounted. I think it's something like £2.80 per metre, because I got 4 meters and it came to £11.20. It's really, really thin, so I'm going to turn it into some kind of rain mat. I can't decide if I'm going to line it as a rain mat, because I might use it to sew up the Tilly and the Buttons Eden coat, or I might use it to sew up maybe the Narissa coat by By Hand London, and then I think what I might do is line it. And I could, because it's navy on the outside, I could choose a really fun lining for the inside. And then I've sewn up the Narissa where I've put a hood on it. So if I was going to use the Narissa, I think I would put a hood on it. But yeah, I've got 4 meters of that, so I've got plenty of fabric to play around with. And then I've bought some beautiful fabrics from Hey So Sister. So they've got some absolutely stunning fabrics in at the moment. I haven't even unwrapped them. That's how busy I've been at the moment. Haven't been able to unwrap the fabrics. So the first one I got is called Merchant & Mills Pom Pom Organic Fabric. It's absolutely beautiful. I've been looking for a fabric like this for absolutely ages. I'm just going to turn this into a dress. Haven't decided on the pattern yet. It's a fairly lightweight cotton, but because it's Merchant & Mills, I know that it's a really high quality cotton. So I might turn it into a shirt dress. I'm not sure what pattern to go for yet, but I just fell in love with that fabric. So I've got, what did I say I ordered? 2.5 meters of that one. And then the next fabric I fell in love with because I just thought it was super cute. It's got cats all over it. If I hold it up, how gorgeous is that? Cats with, well, they've not all got collars on actually, but some of them have got these red collars, and I love the pop of colour that you get with that. So this is described as a Cosmo Pippa Oxford cotton, and I got 2.5 meters of this. It feels almost like a canvas fabric. That's kind of the feel and the texture that you've got on that fabric. This is going to become a dress again of some sort, but I don't know what pattern to go for. So if anyone's got suggestions, I don't want to break up the cat pattern too much. I really want to showcase that detail on the fabric, so please let me know in the comments below. And then the final one is a sweatshirting fabric. So this is described as a soft cotton sweatshirting, and I've bought this with the view to sew up the new pattern by Tilly and the Buttons, which I'm going to talk about. I really love the colours on this. It's sort of an olive green background, and then you've got all those bright colours in the middle of the flowers that really pop with that olive green background and the black petals on the flowers. It's got a really lovely soft brushed texture on the other side. I think it's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to use this to sew up a sweatshirt, and I think I'm going to use the new pattern, the Drew sweatshirt by Tilly and the Buttons. I'm really looking forward to sewing that up. I think it's going to be nice to have that really lovely cozy sweatshirt to wear. And then I have bought some jersey fabric from Rainbow Fabric. So they had quite a big sale on, and this is their modal jersey, and I've bought this in pink. And the reason I bought this is to sew up the scarlet dress, which I shared a few weeks ago, and I put an image in of what it looks like. So this is going to be the main part of the fabric. And then from Pound Fabrics, it's come in a massive bag. For the kind of go day part of that pattern, I'm going to use all of these colours. And I'm going to use a different one for each of the go days. So I have got all the colours of the rainbow. That's the design that I want to go for the dress. So these are just satin fabrics. I've got red, orange, yellow, green. I love that colour of green. Blue, purple, and then the final one, pink. So these contrasted against that black, I think are going to look absolutely stunning. I'm really excited about sewing that dress up. And then I've also bought some white jersey fabric from Pound Fabrics whilst I was getting the satin fabric. So it's just a plain jersey, because I might sew up a different version of the scarlet dress in a white fabric as well. I've got this rainbow tulle fabric, which I think would look really fun as the go days against that white fabric. So I'm really excited about getting that dress sewn up. Realistically, that's probably going to be a Christmas holiday make that I get sewn up, I don't think I'm going to have a huge amount of time in the next couple of weeks. We've got markets and Christmas events coming up. So that was all of the fabrics I wanted to share with you today. And then the next thing I wanted to talk about was the new pattern by Tilly and the Buttons. So it's the Drew sweatshirt pattern, and I really love the look of this sweatshirt pattern. It's got a crew neckline, it's got raglan sleeves, which makes it really easy to fit. And there's 2 different lengths. So you can sew up a cropped length, or you can sew up, I think it's a hip length. And then there's a really fun option for a colour blocked Drew sweatshirt as well. So I'm going to use this sweatshirting fabric to sew up probably the cropped version. And then I'm going to have a play around with some of my offcuts of jersey fabric and see if I can sew up a colour blocked Drew sweatshirt as well. So they've just released this, I think it was about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. It's meant to be an oversized fit. You've got cuffs to finish the sleeves. Like I said, it's a crew neck, and it comes in sizes UK 6 to UK 34. So I'm really looking forward to giving that pattern a try. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried this pattern already. But I've seen loads of beautiful versions over on Instagram already. So I'm really looking forward to giving that a try. And then I mentioned about a book. So I am a sucker for a book, particularly a craft book or a cookbook. I've got loads of cookbooks. I love just flicking through them. I've got loads of craft books you can see up here. So I've got sewing books, I've got some knitting books, and I've got some crochet books. And then this is the latest book that's just come out. It's by Annie, who was on the Great British Sewing Bee, and her book is all around upcycling. So it's a modern maker's guide to sewing and mending a pre-loved wardrobe. So I'm not going to go through the whole book, but I just thought I'd let you know kind of the layout of the book. So you've got the contents page where there's information about how to use the book. mastering the basics. So Annie goes over like sewing techniques and things you need, the power of repairing and upcycling. And then there's a section on upcycling, so adding a trim, adding a waist, sweater to vest, balaclava, patchwork dad shirts, tablecloth to dress, jeans to skirt, and 3 t-shirt upcycles. And then we've got a section on creating, so you can create a scrunchie, a hair bow, party bag, tote bag, a collar, waistcoat, patchwork quilt, and quilted jacket. The patchwork quilt looks absolutely beautiful. And then there's a section on mending as well, so mending buttons, darning a hole in knitwear, fixing a hole in jeans, repairing top stitching, fixing a zip, repairing stressed seams or split seams, repairing a hem, dyeing fabric, or hiding a stain with embroidery. And that is the section I need because I've always got stains on my clothes. But I wanted to show you the quilt because it looks beautiful. Here, how gorgeous is that? And I've always wanted to dabble in quilting. I've got loads of offcuts of fabric, and that looks like a really fun project. At some point, I don't know when, I would really like to have a go at sewing up that quilt following the instructions in this book. But yeah, it looks like a really lovely, quite useful book. There's lots of top tips. I really like kind of the layout of it. I like that you get a few projects in there as well, like a collar. I think there's a project for a bag. I love the look of that cute little tote bag. I've sewn a couple of bags up like that using a different tutorial. I think there was one for a party bag as well. Yes, this is really cute. I'd really love to give that a try as well. I love that fabric, but I'd really like to give that party bag a try as well. I love just flicking through these type of books anyway. I always feel really inspired when I get to the end of them as well. So yeah, I've had a quick flick through, but I would really like to sit down and read it properly. But I just thought I'd let you know what the layout of the book looks like, and what some of the projects are in the book as well. So there's another page just giving you some ideas. Adding a waist, adding a trim, sweater to vest, and then there's a balaclava as well. Yeah, I'm really excited about trying some of the projects that are in here. Look at this, tablecloth to dress. That is absolutely stunning. You can get some really beautiful tablecloths. So I'm looking forward to giving some of those a try. And when I do try the projects, I'll let you know how I get on with them as well. So the final thing I like to finish with are my sewing projects over the next couple of weeks. So I have got plans to start sewing up some stockings that I'm going to give as Christmas gifts. That's going to keep me really, really busy. And then I'm also in the process of researching, and then I will start making a pair of pyjamas for a little boy who loves the Gruffalo. He's out of the age range. This is similar to what I talked about at the beginning of this video, but he's out of the age range of where you can get the Gruffalo pyjamas. He's wearing sort of age 9, age 10 upwards, and lots of the Gruffalo pyjamas that you can buy in shops stop at sort of age 7. So I'm going to have a go at sewing up a pair of pyjamas. I haven't been able to find any jersey fabric because that would be a lot easier to sew up, but I did find this Gruffalo bedding. So I'm going to use the Gruffalo bedding, and I'm going to sew up a pair of pyjama bottoms. And then in terms of a top, I'm going to get some jersey fabric, and I've bought off Vinted a Gruffalo t-shirt. And what I'm planning to do is cut out the image that comes on the t-shirt and then applique that on the front of a t-shirt that I can make to go with the bottoms. So I'm going to have a go at sewing up some pyjama bottoms for a boy age 9 upwards. And then I'm going to think about my Paddington dress and whether I want to swap those sleeves over. I also cut out a Tilly in the Buttons Freya dress in the Fabric Godmother kind of under the sea fabric that I shared a while ago, and I'm really excited about getting that sewn up as well. So lots of things to keep me busy. Do let me know in the comments below if you think I should swap the sleeves over, if you think that would work, or should I just recut them, or should I just leave it and just embrace the double bust and double Paddington. Please let me know. But that was everything I wanted to share with you today. I hope you've enjoyed hearing what I've been getting up to and seeing some of the things that I have been busy making. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really love it if you could hit that subscribe button. You'll get notified when I bring out my next video. So my next video will be coming out in 2 weeks. I'm going to be sticking to the fortnightly videos for a little while until work kind of slows down a little bit. But thank you as always for watching and coming back time and time again. I really do appreciate your support. Take care. I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.